Hi guys, my name is Pratik Joshi and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be talking about everything related with the GMAT exam in 2025. So without wasting much time, let's get started. So the first thing that we need to understand is what is GMAT? GMAT stands for Graduate Management Admission Test, an exam which is administered by a committee called as GMAC, and this exam is available throughout the entire world. Basically, if anyone wants to take admissions in a business school and study management studies, then GMAT is a must answer exam. It is available throughout the world and anyone in any age group is applicable enough to answer it, provided he or she has completed his or her undergraduate degree. Basically, there are two kinds of GMAT exams that a test taker can answer. One is the GMAT Focus Online exam. This exam is for anyone who wants to answer the GMAT exam from the luxury of their home. So basically, if I'm in a remote area, I have good internet, if I want to answer the GMAT exam, this is the exam for me. In another case, if you are in a metropolitan city where you are comfortable going to a test center and answering the GMAT exam, in that case you need to answer the GMAT Focus Test Center exam. Earlier there was a difference between normal GMAT exam and GMAT Focus exam, but now the earlier GMAT exam is not available, so only the GMAT Focus exam is available for test takers to answer, but in two ways. One is the online exam which you can answer from home, and the other one is the test center exam which you have to go to a test center and answer the exam. Coming to now the sections of the GMAT exam. So basically GMAT has three major sections. One is verbal, second one is quant, and the third one is data insights. In the verbal section, you have 23 questions which are given to you for a 45-minute time range. In quant, you have 21 questions which you need to answer in 45 minutes, and data insights, you need to answer 20 questions in again a time period of 45 minutes. The total scoring range for each section is 60 to 90 points or 60 to 90 marks, and based on how much you score in each one of them, finally you have your GMAT score assigned to you. Speaking about the total exam time, so the total exam time is 45 minute, 45 minute, 45 minute, so a total of 2 hours 15 minutes to answer a total of 23 plus 21 plus 20, so basically 64 questions. In addition to that, if you are thinking about the section order, which section you can answer in which way, then there is no particular section order. You can answer based on your convenience. Speaking about the breaks, there is an optional 10-minute break which you can take in between the sections. This is optional and not compulsory, so if you do not want to take a break, you can just click on next or proceed with the next section, and you can go ahead and answer that section. Speaking about the next feature, which is review and edit. So you can select multiple questions and put them for review, but it does not matter. But in each section, you can change the response of only 3 questions which you have marked for review and edit. Then speaking about the scores. So basically the complete range of scores goes from 205 to 805, and you get your score in intervals of 10. Basically, if you score somewhere around 600, then you have scored higher than 50% of the test takers. If you have scored higher than 660, then you have scored more than 75% of the total candidates answering the exam. And if you want to be in the top 10% of the competitive students, then you have to score somewhere above 710. Speaking about score report, so basically you will receive 2 score reports. One would be the unofficial score report and the other one is the official score report. If you want to know more about it, then click on the video above, which is there in the I button and in the description of this video. Just to tell you in brief, the unofficial score report, once you have answered the exam, will appear on your screen. Whatever you see on your screen, there will be marks assigned to each section and your total score. you can in no way capture this particular information, screenshot it, or take a picture of it in any way. But within 2 or 3 days, you will receive a proper confirmation in your MBA.com account, where you will have your complete analysis of your score, how much you have got, the final score of each section, and all of the complete analysis of how you performed in the exam and in each section as well. If you want to know more, as I said earlier, click on the video which is there in the description as well as in the I button above. Score sending. The next topic to discuss is basically how many scores can you send for free of charge. So basically you can send complimentary 5 score reports within a 48-hour window. Once you receive your score, you have a 48-hour window to send these scores to 5 B schools. This is complimentary. Once your limit of 5 has exhausted, then any new score reports that you send to any new business schools, you will have to pay for each and every one of them. The charges for that change time to time. If you want to know more about that, then I've put a link with respect to how much is the charge. You can check that and then decide for yourself. Speaking about score validity, so basically the GMAT score is valid for a total of 5 years. So basically there are multiple questions sometimes coming in of how these 5 years are recorded. So basically once I answer the exam, the score is there on my account for 5 years. And if basically you cannot send the score at any time that you feel is appropriate. Once you get your score, you have the 48 hours. So in that 48 hours, you have to send it to the 5 B schools. Now let's say that 2 years later or 3 years later, I want to now pursue my MBA or my master's in management. So in that case, only to the 5 B schools that I have sent my score to earlier, I can apply and they will have access to my score. Or else you can spend some extra money and send your score to a new school that you plan on applying. So that is basically how the 5 years score validity works. Coming to the number of times you can answer the exam. So basically in one calendar year, you can answer it for 5 attempts. Within the 5 attempts, you need to have 16 working days, and in your overall lifetime, there is no limit to the number of times you can answer the GMAT exam. But in a year, you cannot answer the exam more than 5 times. And finally, coming to the price of the exam. So basically, the price of the GMAT, as there are 2 different exams, the GMAT online exam and the GMAT test center exam. So the GMAT online exam is priced somewhere around $300, whereas the GMAT test center exam is priced somewhere around $275. When I answered, this was somewhere around $200 or $220, and as the years go by, the price is just increasing. So you better make sure your prep for the GMAT exam is totally worth the money. So that is it for this video, guys. I've tried to explain as much as possible about the GMAT exam in 2025. If you have any questions or queries that you feel that I have not answered in this particular video, then don't forget to mention them in the comment section below. I'll be seeing you for the next video. So until then, be happy, stay safe, and all the best for your prep.